Para el micro, para el micro.
Hey, I can connect the other mic while he's talking if you want, or is that?
The other mic, we'd be able to hear you.
He's coming.
You could translate live.
Huh? Just go live.
The other mic, you could translate live.
Hay que retroceder, van a poner unos parlantes adelante. Retroceda, todavía no vamos a pasar, Es para poner unos parlantes, así que retroceda nada más. Los parlantes son para la conferencia en la noche, así que... No digas eso,
We're all gonna move to go inside, I guess. They took my.
Oh, great.
So we're waiting to speak to him or to go into the area for a press conference. It's a lot of people though.
Oh,
like a giant mesh of people.
Fams, we are live. Keiko Fujimori, 49.84%. Pedro Castillo, 50.16%.
Bien descarado, bien descarado.
That's the most recent.
Bien descarado. Primera vuelta. Ganamos. La prensa escrita, la prensa televisiva nunca más.
Let me show you. People are out here right now. They're saying mixed things, like either we were supposed to go somewhere, but he might just say something from the balcony.
I think he's just going to say something from the balcony.
Yeah.
Where's the balcony?
I think this balcony right over here. It's at the...
Okay, yeah.
They suspended the press conference. They just got told they suspended it.
Okay, so there's no press conference.
No, she just told us they suspended it.
Okay, so get a good angle of the balcony.
What? Huh? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what's gonna happen. Yeah, he's gonna go on the balcony. That's why they're putting on the speakers. So. Let me move over here. I don't even know which balcony. It might be, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's the white one. This thing is flimsy. This all the media is right here. I don't know if that's exactly where he's gonna go. All the media is right here for a specific reason. So I don't really want to get too far. I'm getting all kinds of information that nobody's moving because apparently there might be one after all. See, I don't want to. Let me see. That's where the balcony would be, and I would move back. But nobody's moving from the line for a reason, because they're getting information that there might be one after all. So, like, back and forth. What? Yeah. Well, I already got out of the line, and it's like hard. God. It is crazy over here. There's all kinds of media from all Spanish channels, but I don't see CNN or anybody like that here. I'm looking, I don't see them. Here. They closed a lot of the roads. It took me forever to get here. Yeah, Johnny, if you want to show like the latest results or something while we wait and see what's going on, he's either going to come out or they're going to let us in. So one of those is going to happen.
Yeah, the latest results show Castillo is officially from the ONPE. 50.165 for Castillo, 49.835 for Keiko, with 94.8% of the ballots counted. Let's get some pencils in the chat, fam. Let's get some pencils in the chat.
A lot of people here don't like the media because we're all bought.
Can you show the crowd to the left a little bit?
See, they don't like them. Like they should distinguish between mainstream media and independent media. You need the media. You just need good. You need truthful media, not. This is like that. RPP is right there. I got some sort of get up, Johnny. You need that little get up. They just pan the camera over me, so Dad might see me on the RPP.
Oh,
Watch
great.
it sat over the Convo Couch, asshole.
RPP showing the Convo Couch on the ground. RPP.
Want some people to leave or something. I don't know. Oh, this guy has the Johnny. This guy has the live view. Yeah, we need that. We need that.
Fams, we need that. That shit's expensive as fuck. The live view. Get your crystal clear HD picture image from fucking Lima, Peru.
people start leaving, then I'll know. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go over here real quick. Guys, get over. All the people here. Here in the center of Lima. This is where all the government buildings are. All the people awaiting Pedro Castillo, the potential president of Peru. I'm gonna put on the mic, okay? So I can talk for a bit.
Fam, you hear me? Fam, you hear me?
All right, let me know when. Check. Okay, great. Okay, guys. So what? Hold on. All right, guys. So you can't hear me?
Hear me.
You can't hear me? Text me. I can't understand you. What? Text me or something because I can't understand you. I'm not going to be able to see that, but okay. Oh, is she? Okay. Where? Medea. Hi, it's Fiorella. I was trying to email you back and forth. We are live. How are you? I'm great. Let's. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what your experience has been so far. Yeah. So let us know what. Yeah. Sure. It's a little loud. Funny, I run into you. Okay. So let us know what your experience has been thus far. What it was, overlooking the election.
Well, it's been a fascinating experience to see somebody like Pedro Castillo, who is so humble, so pure, so rooted in the soil, a farmer, a teacher, to be this close to being the next president is incredible, especially when you look at the slanderous media campaign against him. I love the sign of a woman over there saying, I support Castillo and I'm not a terrorist. Because really, the media made it out to be that anybody supporting Castillo is a communist, is a terrorist, that the economy is going to be in shambles, that this country will be chaotic, and made people fear that if they voted for him, they were voting to lose their jobs, to lose what little they had. And despite that, so many people came out for him. Of course, it's a rural versus urban issue. It's a class issue. But it is remarkable that somebody who has been called the anti-candidate had no team, had very, very little money, not even a Twitter handle, not even a Facebook, could come out and face this very well funded campaign with a woman who is not well liked, but certainly is well known, Keiko Fujimori, and to have gone up against that Goliath, and I think he won, is amazing, and it's going to be so important for Peru in this time when it's so devastated by the pandemic, and so important for all of Latin America.
Yeah, so his supporters have claimed that there have been incidents of election fraud, stuffing of ballots. Can you speak to that? Has there been any evidence found about that?
Well, what I heard more and saw some videos that were going around were bribes to get people to vote for Keiko. People saying, we'll give you a bag of rice, we'll give you this. If you vote, you'll get a bonus at work. Or using the fear factor, you'll lose your job if you vote for Castillo. And then there was a video circulating of people from a senior citizens home saying that we were forced to do this, to vote for Keiko, otherwise we'd be kicked out. So I saw a number of things like that. In terms of fraud, I think this is when we have to worry about it, when it's so close. And when it's the votes from abroad that could be the determining factor. This is the time to really worry about the fraud. And I think, as we see from people out here, they're convinced that Pedro Castillo won. And I think if it goes in Keiko's favor, it's going to be a lot of people who are going to cry fraud and be out on the streets.
Yeah, they were saying they'll be here every night. Yesterday, I was out here. They were out already protesting. It's interesting to see that in comparison to the United States as well. What was your experience observing the elections and their processes, how they do it versus how we do it in the States?
Well, first, just to say about comparing it to the United States, it's just the opposite in terms of the U.S. The cities are more liberal, tend to vote Democrat. The rural areas are more conservative. Here, it's just the opposite. Lima is more conservative, much more pro-Keiko, and the rural areas are voting for the progressive candidate. In terms of how I would compare the voting itself, well, the process was well organized. They certainly had done a lot to try to make people safe in this time of COVID. Double masks were required, sanitizing their hands, getting the temperature checks, having police there to keep people a distance from each other. And they have a process that's very good with the identity card and your picture there. It's mandatory to vote here, which would seem very strange in the US to force people to vote. But it means that there are almost 80% of the people came out, so it's quite a large vote. I think the biggest thing is to say that while the voting itself looked very well organized, professional, free and fair, you have to look at the context of a media that is owned by the right wing, that has launched such a slanderous campaign saying that Pedro Castillo is part of the terrorist group that really led to devastating results in Peru during the 80s until 92, saying that he wanted to turn this into a Venezuela or a Cuba. Those kind of things you have to look at, and how people were deceived as to who they should vote for.
Yeah, one of the historical moments of Peru was the Shining Path takeover. It was a Maoist group that went radical and started, killing people in certain areas. Now, obviously, after that, Fujimori came in, the United States got involved as well. So people have that division, that fear. A lot of people who I spoke to were actually saying that they knew Fujimori was corrupt, but they were like, but communism. And so they have a very, very strong fear of communism. But it seems like the outer layers, one of the sayings is Lima, Peru no es Lima, Peru isn't Lima. I mean, if you look at the provinces, if you look at the Amazonian regions, the Andean nations, you talk to people are very pro-worker because they're the ones that are suffering. They're getting kicked out of their homes. When speaking to people, what have you noticed are the Castillo people? Why are they so enthused by Castillo?
Well, I didn't get a chance to go to the countryside, but I've read a lot in the papers and watched interviews with people there. And they feel like they have been left behind, that there was an economic boom with the price of copper and other natural resources going up, but they didn't benefit of it. And a lot of people still living without electricity, without running water, with no good schools. It blows me away to think that Pedro Castillo, in the school that he taught in for 26 years, they had to build it themselves because there was no presence of the state there. So many people have been left behind. And then in terms of people in the city, I had one very beautiful conversation with a woman yesterday as she came out of the voting booth. And she looked like a very professional woman. And I thought she would be a Keiko voter. And she didn't want to say who she voted for, but she said, look, I come from a very humble background and I made it myself. And she was with her daughter. And she said, during this year of the pandemic, my daughter has a computer, she has internet, she's been able to continue her studies. But I think about all the other children who don't have that. And my heart goes out to them. And I want, a better life for all of these children. And I think the slogan of Pedro Castillo, no more poor people in a rich country, is something that really goes to the heart of this. And anybody who is compassionate, who cares not only about their children, but everybody's children, will see something very pure, moral, and good in what Pedro Castillo stands for.
And just the last question, geopolitically, what happens if Pedro Castillo actually wins? What will we see? Will we see the United States attempting to interfere? Will we see other forces attempting to get rid of him?
I think he'll be facing a hostile economic situation with the businesses sabotaging him. We've already seen some of that in the lead up to the end of this campaign. I think he'll be facing a very hostile media. He'll be facing hostile elites, and he'll be facing a Congress that is in the hands of more conservative forces, and where the progressives have very few seats and are quite divided. And one of the main programs he has is to have a referendum to rewrite the Constitution, because the Constitution now comes from 1993 Fujimori days, and it gives all these rights to transnational companies and privatizes a lot of the essential things that should be rights for the people. So he's going to face a very hard time getting a chance to have that referendum, getting a chance to rewrite the Constitution, to make the kind of significant changes he wants to make. As far as the United States, I think it's good that it's under a Biden administration and not under Trump, because I think Trump would have been a much more heavy hand with people like John Bolton in charge. I think now the US will be a bit more cautious about direct interference, but I certainly think that US companies will be freaking out, as we have seen in the US business news like Financial Times and Bloomberg. And we will see that the Biden administration will be on the side of the status quo here. So it's important to not only be following this, but to have solidarity from the United States to make sure that the US government doesn't interfere and that the will of the Peruvian people is respected.
Well, thank you, Medea. Where can people find you? I know you're part of Code Pink. Let people know where they can find you.
So we're codepink.org on the website, or on Twitter or Facebook. It's just Medea Benjamin. I've been posting a lot during this time. Have an article coming out as soon as Pedro Castillo has announced the winner. And so keep in touch.
All right, Medea, thanks so much. Enjoy and be safe.
Yes.
Hola.
¿Puedo dar una declaración?
Sí.
¿A qué diario pertenece usted?
Estamos de Estados Unidos, se llama The Convo Couch, somos parte del MCSC Network. ¿Qué quiere decir?
Señorita, ante todo quiero agradecer a usted la participación de expresar lo que yo siento como peruano. Estamos en una situación que solamente Dios nos va a dar la victoria. Le digo algo muy grande. Ninguna potestad le da a hombre si no viene de lo alto. Estamos frente a un enemigo corrupto. No tiene ética, no tiene moral. Y además, usted como periodista sabe la verdad. Mire cómo utiliza acá. Pónchelo, a ver. ¿Ve? El diario. Acá está Fernando Rospigliosi, parte del entorno político del íntimo de Keiko Fujimori.
Claro, él es el jefe de la OMP. Entonces, déjame traducir rápido.
Perdón, señorita.
Ya.
Y el otro, que trabajó a sus órdenes de
Sí,
ese sinvergüenza.
es Piero
Así
Corbeto.
es.
Ajá, sí.
Dime, señorita, como periodista da vergüenza.
Oh, sí.
Ofende a
Están
los periodistas.
vendidos los periodistas.
Exactamente.
Igual le pasa ahí a los Estados Unidos, se venden los periodistas igual.
Señorita, pero no tiene ética.
No hay ética.
¿Qué
Sí.
ministro del Interior? ¿Qué ejemplo da, por favor? Esa gente es la CIA. Así es.
Es la verdad, es la verdad.
Así es que Piero Corbeto, su
Ajá.
actuación de las últimas elecciones ha sido cuestionada por diversos partidos del Perú. Ahora es el amigo más íntimo, míreme. Y Piero Corbeto, que es gente de Keiko.
Sí.
Esto es delicado. Y da vergüenza, señorita. Metido con delincuentes. Señorita, de no ser esto, vamos a hacer cosas que defendamos la democracia. No tienen moral, no tienen honestidad. La ética se ha perdido. Y además, convoco a los hermanos cristianos, vengan acá, evangélicos, porque Fujimori entró con el voto de los hermanos cristianos y nos traicionó, nos defraudó. Dijo tecnología, honradez y trabajo. Cuando él era el más sátrapa. Qué vergüenza, señorita.
Es una vergüenza realmente. Yo lo veo desde el punto de vista de los Estados Unidos, que también Estados Unidos se mete en varios países y trata de sacar provecho. Perú debería ser un país rico porque tiene los minerales ricos como el litio y muchas corporaciones quieren hacerse dueños de eso y no se puede dejar.
Yo le invoco, señorita. A veces se usa hasta la religión para hacer cosas de cohecho. Yo les invoco a los hermanos católicos y cristianos que no se vengan por un plato de lentejas. Keiko ha ido a dejar ofrendas que son truchas. Dios no recibe ofrendas que son maldecidas y cuya procedencia es ilícita, señorita. Esa señora no tiene moral, no tiene ética. Votó a su mamá para ser primera dama. ¿Qué es eso, señorita? Por favor. Tiene 18 juicios pendientes. ¿Y qué hizo Vladimiro Montesinos? ¿Qué hizo? ¿No hizo cosas muy grandes? Es algo muy deleznioso, señorita. Que Dios siempre lo bendiga.
Gracias.
Y es a través de ustedes que liberen esto. Que Dios le bendiga. Sí,
Somos medias independientes, o no estamos con la media comprada. Somos independientes porque se llama The Convo Couch y somos de Los Ángeles, California, pero somos independientes porque la media ya también está comprada. Entonces hay muchos medios independientes. Tú no los ves acá. CNN no está viniendo a cubrir porque no les interesa, no les conviene que gane. Ellos quieren que gane Keiko. Esa es la verdad. Ellos quieren que gane Keiko. Sí.
Pero hagan estas expresiones públicas a nivel mundial. Díganle que el Perú está harto de corrupción, está harto de la mafia, está harto que nos utilicen. Amén. Corte.
Yeah. Muchas gracias. Yeah. Yo estoy aquí. Guys, I'll translate in a minute. Give me 1 second. Sí. A ver.
Señorita, permítame, le voy a leer ese documento.
A ver.
Señorita, las residencias universitarias de 3 universidades estatales de Lima, San Marcos, UNI y La Cantuta, en la madrugada del 20 de abril de 1989, fuerzas conjuntas de la Policía Nacional del Perú y el Ejército del Perú arrestaron a más de 500 estudiantes y muchos más, bajo los cargos de subversión, luego de ingresar a la universidad, La Cantuta, la Universidad y otras, secuestros de julio de 1992. En la madrugada del 18 de junio de 1992, 2 días después de la ejecución que se produjo el coche bomba en Miraflores, así como en la dirección de otras actividades, recibieron la orden de intervenir de residencia universitaria. Enrique Guzmán y Valle, el grupo Colina, ingresó al campus y seleccionó a los sospechosos. De acuerdo a la información, los agentes infiltrados como alumnos, acá están. Las víctimas fueron 9 estudiantes y un profesor. Estudiantes: Bertila Lozano Torres, Dora Ollague Fierro, Luis Enrique Ortiz Perea, Armando Richard Amaro Cóndor, Robert Edgar Teodoro Espinosa, Heracles Pablo Mesa, Felipe Flores Chipana, Marcelino Rosales Cárdenas, Juan Gabriel Mariño Figueroa, Hugo Muñoz Sánchez, profesor. Juicios de amnistía. Por favor, tomen en cuenta esto, muy importante. En abril de 1993, un grupo de oficiales militares peruanos liberaron anónimamente un documento detallando los eventos de la cantuta. Su documento señalaba que el Escuadrón de la Muerte, Colina, había secuestrado, torturado y asesinado a las víctimas, enterrándolas en una fosa común. Posteriormente, tal como se señaló durante la investigación iniciada por el Congreso, miembros de las Fuerzas Armadas exhumaron, incineraron y volvieron a enterrar los cuerpos en otra ubicación. Los informantes militares nombraron a los miembros del Grupo Colina que participaron en la masacre, identificando al jefe de operaciones Mayor Ejército Peruano, Santiago Martín Rivas, y señalaron que el grupo operaba bajo las órdenes directas de Vladimiro Montesinos, la cabeza del Servicio de Inteligencia, un capitán del ejército corrupto, sinvergüenza, mentiroso, el Servicio Nacional del SIN y asesor del presidente y compadre Alberto Fujimori, quien también tenía conocimiento de estos acontecimientos. Escuchen, el 6 de mayo, el general de división Rodolfo
Looks like we lost audio. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to send her a message. Deep State. Deep State doesn't want the truth to get out there. This is how I've been communicating with Fee. This is how I told her Medea Benjamin was right next to her. She didn't even see her. Anyways, I'm hoping she sees this. We're missing this. We're missing this. Maybe the batteries ran out on the mic. We're trying to get audio back. Espera, estamos tratando de sonido.
Alrighty. Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah. No. Sí, termine nada más.
Termino, míreme. Juicio a Fujimori. Ya, las órdenes expresas de Alberto Fujimori y su consentimiento y la formación y el funcionamiento del mismo fue parte de una política sucia, integral, contrasubversiva, que implicó sistemáticamente violaciones a los derechos humanos. Juicio a Fujimori. Durante el juicio del expresidente Alberto Fujimori, la Sala Penal Especial de la Corte Suprema de Justicia determinó que ninguno de los estudiantes ni el profesor del caso La Cantuta tenían vínculos con algún grupo subversivo. El expresidente Alberto Fujimori recibió el 7 de abril del 2009 una pena de 25 años de prisión efectiva por considerarse estos asesinatos selectivos como delitos de lesa humanidad, delitos de lesa humanidad. El día 2 de enero de 2010, la primera Sala Penal Transitoria de la Corte Suprema confirmó la sentencia de 25 años de prisión a Alberto Fujimori por los casos de La Cantuta y Barrios Altos y el secuestro de Gustavo Gorriti y Samuel Dore. Ojo, es muy importante esto. El 24 de diciembre de 2017, el presidente Pedro Pablo Kuczynski, otro corrupto, otorgó el indulto al expresidente. Ahí estuvo metido Kenji Fujimori, que está metido en narcotráfico. ¡Qué vergüenza! Es algo que estamos corruptos por todos lados. Ya, el 24 de diciembre de 2017, el presidente Pedro Pablo Kuczynski otorgó el indulto al expresidente. Sin embargo, este indulto sería anulado 10 meses después por el Juzgado Supremo de Investigación Preparatorio de la Corte Suprema, al considerar que carecía de efectos jurídicos. Alberto Fujimori volvería a la prisión, pero es mentira. Es mentira. Señorita.
Gracias por todo, señor.
No, al
Gracias.
contrario. Lo único que yo les invoco, que saquen a la luz la verdad. La palabra dice, si conocéis la verdad os haré libre.
La verdad tiene que salir a la luz. Muchas gracias, señor.
La verdad es lo que viene del cielo. Y ahí no hay corrupción, no hay coima, no hay cutra. Ninguna potestad le da al hombre si no viniera de lo alto. Que Dios me lo bendiga y cumpla con la misión donde sea. Amén. Por favor, pásenlo esto a nivel mundial. Ahí está, mire, señorita.
Gracias.
Mira, ve,
Sí.
a nivel mundial, sácalo. Departamento por departamento. Acá no hay ninguna duda.
Ok, dime qué es esto. Son los porcentajes.
La misma
Ok,
empresa
these are...
que hizo en la noche, a las 10:30 de la noche,
Ajá.
salió este comunicado.
Ya.
Departamento por departamento. Ahí está, 50.2 para Castillo. Aunque sea 50.1. ¿Me entiendes? Ya ganó Castillo. Lo que pasa es que hay que defender. En las calles hay que defender porque sabemos el poder corrupto de la familia Fujimori, ¿me entiendes? Y de todos los que se han unido contra ella. ¿Me entiendes?
Gracias, señores.
Ahí están los...
Looks like we lost audio again. I'm trying to get her back. I think the batteries are dying. I told her to get some extra batteries.
Capurro de usted robara, mintiera y se fuera con la mujer del pastor del Ministerio de Música. Con eso le digo bastante. ¿Sí o no, señora? Ahí está, no le están mintiendo. Sáquenlo, avergüéncenlo. Ese no tiene moral. Debe estar en la cárcel, señorita.
Ya sabe, señor. Gracias.
Está para el cuenta del país. Tiene que cambiar la historia.
Amén.
Él va a ser presidente, él es el ganador.
Ojalá.
Esto es dictadura. Esto es sinvergüenza, debe ir preso. Acá no vamos a permitir eso. Basta de la dictadura.
¿Cuándo
Basta.
lo van a pasar
Fujimori,
esto?
nunca más.
Esto es en inglés, tengo que traducir todo.
¿Cuándo va a
¿Ok?
hacer eso?
Está ahorita en vivo, estoy en vivo.
Lo vemos.
Este es en YouTube, es en YouTube, sí. Se llama The Convo Couch. Si tiene lapicero, yo le digo, ¿ya? Hey, sí.
Queremos un cambio en nuestro país. Él va a ser nuestro presidente ganador. La señora Keiko se está acomodando, gastándose la jugada de la OMP. Vamos a exigir que Tribunal Nacional elecciones.
Esa mujer roba, miente.
Ella es mentirosa, está engañando al pueblo. Eso debe pagar justicia.
Hey guys, I think un momento. Guys, I think Johnny, I think I'm running out of battery, so that's probably why it keeps going in and out. I just wanted.
Por favor, escríbalo, señorita.
I will translate for you
Si
guys.
va por Cajamarca, está usted servida, señorita. Su presencia
gracias.
física. Anótelo ahí.
Llévate esto para que pruebes.
We lost audio again. I'm trying to get her back on. I'm gonna tell her to stop using that mic, I guess, and then we'll see. I'm looking for more. Let's see if the results have updated while she gets her mic situation fixed here. Vamos a ver los resultados. De ONPE. Let's see, 18 minutes ago, hace 18 minutos, salió the latest results. 94.9. It's only gone up like 0.2 since the last one. 50.165. 50.165.
Por favor, señorita, cuando marcamos, marco el 407.
Sí, 407.
Y ahí,
782-0567.
ya, de cualquier celular.
Sí, de cualquier celular, pero WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Sí.
Dios le bendiga. Su nombre me dijo, señorita.
Fiorella.
Fiorella, Dios le bendiga, señorita.
Gracias.
Sírvase eso, no lo vote.
No lo voto, me lo voy a poner. ¿Independencia? Sí, independencia. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it. Can you hear me? You can, okay, got it. Yeah, the mic, is it AA batteries? Okay, well, I might have to get some, but I don't think he's coming, Johnny. I don't know, let me check. I'm gonna ask, ¿y va a venir o no? ¿Va a salir o no? ¿Va a salir el perro o no?
¿No tienes contacto con la gente de adentro? ¿No te han dicho nada?
No, la señora salió y dijo que ya no iba a haber prensa, que iba a salir a hablar, pero ¿sabe qué hora?
Tenemos que esperar.
¿Vas a esperar tantas horas?
Para eso trabajamos, ¿no?
Sí, yo sé, pero yo estoy en Estados Unidos, yo no vivo aquí. Allá dicen una hora y esa hora.
No quieres esperar. ¿Cómo te puedes cansar de las señales de los demás?
No, sí, voy a esperar. Yeah, nobody knows what time he's gonna come.
¿A qué hora le escuchamos eso que se grabado?
Ahorita está en vivo. Si vas a YouTube, está en vivo.
Pero más tarde no pueden pasar.
Oh, no, va a estar, sí. Puedes escucharlo más tarde.
¿Sabe qué? Le ruego, si lo puede hacer a las 10 de la noche.
Ya, usted puede.
Por favor, ¿sabe por qué? Porque somos hermanos cristianos y queremos que usted tenga primicias de verdad. Por favor, y que jamás me espera con los brazos abiertos.
Me manda.
Marcamos, señorita, el 407 y después eso. 78205. Señorita, ¿este es el WhatsApp o YouTube?
YouTube, pero mi número es de WhatsApp.
Señorita, usted es peruana.
Soy peruana.
Yo lo preparo, por favor, prepare. Yo lo voy a hacer. Usted es peruana, ¿verdad? Un paisano mío. Llévese de Rokfin.
Sí, no voy a comer.
Yo me la bendiga. Gracias. A las 10 de la noche te espero. Ya vamos a hacer el nuevo corte. Ok, WhatsApp. Gracias.
A lot of people left, but they're saying he's still gonna come. I don't know if you wanna cut the stream for a little bit and come back, and I can let you know, or.
Yeah. Go get some batteries. If you want, you can go get some batteries in the store. I know there's stores around there that probably have batteries. She can't hear me. I'm gonna have to put my whiteboard. Look at that.
I have no idea where there could be a store here. Let me check. This is not the safest area either. There's a store over there, but I don't know how to get there.
Yes. All right, so you're seeing Fee in the store right now. I'm muting myself so people don't hear me, but this is you see the little gold colas there is Inca Cola. It's the golden cola. You guys gotta try that. It's Peruvian soda. She's looking for batteries. Oh, they also got alcohol right there. Oreos, some Oreos right there. She's also getting a water, it sounds like. Yeah, get that water, Fee. So now you guys get to see what the inside of a store looks like. This is crazy. This is great.
¿Y la batería me la dio? No, no me la. Oh, gracias. Okay, give me a second. Permiso, señor. Permiso, perdón. I'm gonna go over there.
So the interviewees were talking about the corruption of Keiko Fujimori, and then also the corruption of the guy doing the count who met with Keiko, which we talked about. So they're talking about exactly the same thing that we talked about the other day. And he was showing like some paper and giving some testimony there. So that was interesting. So on the ground, on the street, the Peruvian people who are pro Castillo are telling you about the corruption from the other party. You know what I'm saying? And you heard it from Medea Benjamin as well. And then now you're hearing it from some patrons there in the street. Some citizens of Peru. The horn is like a thing here in Peru. Like in soccer games, they have all the horns and going crazy, dude. Going crazy with the horns.
All right, hold on. I gotta put my headphones on, Johnny, because I don't know how to do. I don't know how to. Can you hear me? You can? Okay.
Check, check. Hello. Viva Peru, carajo. Hello, hello, hello.
I can hear you through that. Hold on. Let me go back in, okay?
All right, so here we are. Fee's on the ground. She's trying to get the batteries into the thing so she can have some crystal clear audio. I'm giving you the latest results of the polls here. So as of a minute ago, this just updated. As of a minute ago. All right, so now we have 95%. Just a second ago, it was 94.7% of votes processed. So then now it's 95%. It was like 94.9%. Now it's 95.035. So now Pedro still has 50.167, and she's got 49.833. What's something that's been sticking out to me that's very apparent is the votos nulles. So all the nullified votes, all the votes that were taken down, that were, said that they're not valid, all the invalidated votes. 1 million votes invalidated. That's so many votes. That's crazy. So I don't know. We saw some videos yesterday. I don't know. We saw some videos of people saying that they had ballots already pre-marked, filled out for Keiko. There's a lot of corruption in Peru. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But, I mean, I think people are tired. And it looks like we're getting feedback here. And
yeah, I have no idea why it's not connecting to my headphones. But can you just tell me real quick how to get the battery?
Yeah, I can tell you. You hear me? All right, so I'm going to try and help Fee here. So let me see here. So
Can you move that to the left or the right or the left so I can read it because the thing's in the way. There is blank at the bottom under, I can't. There should be a button underneath the leather piece of the mic at the bottom of the mic. Okay, I see that.
Fee can't hear me, so I'm trying to communicate to her via fucking whiteboard. Across the world here. It's pretty funny.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. That's done. But again, my phone is nearing like 30%. So yeah, I should have taken the battery pack with me. I don't know why we didn't pack it and stuff. Yeah, I don't know what time he's gonna be here. I'm gonna try to find out, and then I just replaced the battery, so that should work. So I'm gonna go back out there, and I'm gonna see what time he'll be back.
All right, so let's see. So updated.
Okay.
8 minutes ago. Yeah, 50.167. I already showed you guys this. So there you go. He's leading still. Again, voided ballots. There's 1 million voided ballots, which is crazy.
All right, Johnny, I am on the mic now. Give me a second to fix this. All righty. Okay. So update you guys on what that guy was talking about. He was just giving me information about the background of Fujimori and all the violations of against humanity that he pushed during his presidency, how he killed a lot of indigenous people, how his actions led to the death of many people, including many teachers. This is why Pedro Castillo winning is so important, because a lot of these people are teachers and they're from the provinces, which are the more rural areas, like Medea was saying. The rural areas are actually far more leftist and progressive, and the Lima, the cities, are far less because of the mainstream media and because of the influence of the West and capitalism. So he was talking to me about the background of Fujimori, and he was saying that he's from Cajamarca. He's from the same region where Pedro Castillo is from. And he was giving me a cookie from his region, and he was wanting to know when this was being aired and when he could hear himself talk. And yeah, they're just really, really friendly people. It looks like to me he's not going to come anytime soon, fans. I'm going to try to figure out when. A lot of the media that was here has left. So I'm going to try to find out when he's going to come out, because I have a feeling he is going to come out. We just need to know when he is here. He's in the area, right? So I have to be pretty much on call, basically. But I need to go charge my phone, and I haven't eaten anything today. Literally woke up, and I also have to be on Franco's show at some point. Franco's Peruvian, and he's been doing great coverage as well. And he understands what's going on. And shout out to Franco, and shout out to MCSC Network and all the wonderful coverage we've been doing. He's one of the only people. Everybody's so surprised to see an American here. They say, oh, Americans didn't care about Peru. That's what they were talking about too, saying that Americans don't really pay attention. And I've been looking, I haven't seen CNN, MSNBC, or any major news network here, to be honest. I haven't seen them. So it's interesting to me that they're not covering one of the most important elections in South America right now, where there's all the Latin American media, Televisa, RPP, all these people from Peru, but also from Mexico too, even from Venezuela. I saw media, but I haven't seen the Western media. Maybe they're around taking pictures, but I really haven't seen the huge presence. So it's interesting. And what they're printing in the papers is, favorable to Keiko. They want Keiko to win. It would benefit them. So people are happy. They're awaiting Castillo. They're very excited. Let me see if I have any other information, and then we'll sign off for a second. Let me just double check to make sure there's nothing else I know. This was America, I would have, my contacts, but it's harder here because I don't really have all the media that I know. Okay. Okay, CNN is in Espanol reporting. The elections in Peru, Castillo ahead of Fujimori. Even CNN is reporting it now. So, Pedro Castillo said that in our government, healthcare, it's not a privilege. It's not a business. It will be a priority. Hey guys, he's supporting nationalized healthcare. Peru almost has it already. Like I said the other day, Peru has the type of healthcare where your employer must provide it, and if you're too poor, the state provides it, but it's not good quality. It's not up to the standards. So they're saying that it's got to be cheaper for the people. So okay, guys, I'm not seeing anything else. Music. I'm trying to see, Johnny, just double check that that I don't think he's coming out right now. I feel like he's going to come out when all the media leaves. They hate the media here. They really do. And I don't blame them. They're assholes. The same way that our media sucks. Their media sucks. But they just started playing music from the balcony, so I don't know. Hold on. It looks like latest Castillo results. Latest Castillo results. Castillo 50.16. Keiko 49.833. So that's what it is. Latest Castillo results. 50.167. Keiko 49.833. The latest. Guys. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. I'll talk to you, Jonny. All right. So I think a lot of the press left to they might come back. I'm trying to figure out if he's gonna come out, but it's like a 20 to 30 minute distance from where I'm staying, so it's kind of obnoxious to leave, but I have to. I'm at 20%, so yeah. All right, guys, we'll sign off for now. Jonny, just be on call. I'll be on call. And we'll see you guys later. Convo out.
All right, so you heard it. You saw some interviews live. I wish we could have done more. It looks like we got to recharge the batteries. So she's going to get some food. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Everybody, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're going to be in Lima for, I think, another day. And then she should be coming back. So we'll see what happens today. And then tomorrow, she'll be out tonight, you know, like she was last night. And you can see that in our videos. I want to shout out people on Rokfin. Let me pull you up. Shout out to people on Rokfin. Again, the latest results as of 15 minutes ago. 50.16% to Castillo. 49.833% to Keiko Fujimori. And this is with 95% of the ballots in. This is the official count. Shout out to JLG Forever, Chip Walter, Chip, Climate Rebel, how you doing? WM, Franklin Wall Brown, and then Chip Walter. Thank you for that Rokfin tip. Appreciate that. We're gonna be back on later, guys. So stay tuned. It's a really close race. It's a pretty close race, but we're gonna see what happens. And it looks like the results from the U.S. still haven't come in, and I know those results are definitely pro Keiko. So we might see it flip again. Honestly, I don't know. We don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Again, I'm telling you that there's 1 million votes that have been invalidated. 1 million votes. That's 5% right there. That's like a huge difference there. That's like a huge, like, if somebody gets that, you're gonna lead that, right? And also the votes in blanco. So basically, some people they went to vote and then they just left it blank. There's 0.6%. That's still, even in a close race like this, like, you give 100,000 to Keiko right now and she'll overcome Castillo. You know, you give 100,000 to Castillo, it solidifies his winning more. So this is interesting. We're gonna keep updating you guys. We'll be on standby here, so stay tuned, and thank you for tuning in. Jonathan Mallorca, Peruvian in America, with Fee in Peru, in Lima. Thank you guys. We'll be back on later. Peace.